Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to Psychology Eats. So, what's eating you? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope this video finds you in great mental health. I hope everything is going well for you and life is giving you everything that you have worked for.
What's eating you? Psychology is here to help you. What's eating you?
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If y'all don't pick my sign up. You read the title. You saw the thumbnail, which I haven't even created yet, but I still want you to go look at it. But anywho, this video is going to cover a couple of different points regarding production. Now, I don't need to give you, if you clicked on the video, then you don't need the backstory. You already know. If you don't know, go into my playlist, look at the videos that I've already done. The playlist is entitled Llips, and you can find out, catch up to where we are today. So the last video that I posted regarding this situation was when I shared with my audience that production in an email to me referred to the incident as an accident. And I think for a lot of people, that never occurred to them. And so people had their opinions about that. Opinions about why would he tell me that? Why would he email me that? Who the fuck are you? All the comments. I've seen the comments. I've seen other reaction channels do videos regarding that email that you guys saw. Of course, you didn't see any emails before that or after that. I shared that piece. And I shared that piece and I said in the video because I wanted to allow people to absorb that possibility. And I think for a lot of the followers and fans that loved Llips and loved production, that possibility gave them somewhat of, what's the word? Relief, or like, okay, I could, if that's, could that have possibly happened? And so I don't know. I'm looking for the right word that maybe someone would feel who might have felt like that. Why? Like, why would you do that? Okay. So like I said, I've seen some reaction channels make, reference to that video I did, which is fine. I'm a reaction channel. What we do is we see something that is on the internet and we make our own assumption. We have our own opinion and we talk about it. That's what reaction channels do. I don't have a problem with that. I do have a problem if you use my video and you don't reference me in the video, in your video, and you use my video as your video and you don't say this came from Psychology Eats. I have a little bit of problem with that. But anywho, I ain't in the mood to be fighting with nobody. I do my commentary and that's just what it is. But I will make that statement. And so even with people in the comments regarding like, oh, she's a liar, referring to me. Let me tell you something. I have no reason to lie about anything. Will I put up a thumbnail that might make you think one thing and it's something else? Yup, I do that. And I've said this before. Girl, they teach us that in content creator school that I went to, invisibly as I watch videos and people tell us how to be the best content creator you can be. And thumbnails and titles is what get people to click. So anywho, That's besides the point. I don't even trip on that when people make reference to that. So I also post content on TikTok. Now, my TikTok channel in my head was never going to be a reaction channel the way I got a reaction channel over here on YouTube. Now on TikTok, I have the same name, but that channel was really like skits, short form videos, quick little content about psychology, nothing like that. When TikTok extended it to 10 minutes, that you can drop a video over there, that gave room for creators like me who do long form videos to add, more content over there. Most of the people on TikTok, they ain't here for that. They ain't here for that shit. They're not going to sit back and watch no 10-minute content video. So I didn't even know how big of a following that Llips and Production had on TikTok. And if you know anything about social media, our followers are different a lot of times on each platform. I might have a few people over here on YouTube that follow me on TikTok, but the majority of TikTok people that follow me are TikTok. They don't even know about my YouTube channel. And so when I start seeing like little clips come up, well, hell, that's how I found out that Production had powed Llips was on TikTok. And then I brought that back to YouTube. And then, other creators probably did the same thing, but it appeared that I brought it back over here. Based on the videos. But I saw that on TikTok. So I'm just saying it's like two different worlds. So when I knew that they had such a big following over there, and I was just like, well, I want to let them know what's going on, because the TikTok reactors was over it. They was done with it. They already done said what they said. They already had disclosed, everything that they knew up to that point, that, Production was arrested, all of that. They exposed that they were done with it. There were no other videos that I saw that was talking about the aftermath of what happened. And so I said, well, they have so many followers over there. I know they want to know what's going on. I'm sure they want to know what's going on. And so then I would take my videos that I made over here and make them shorter for the TikTok followers. And those videos get a lot of views because people want to know. Now I dropped that video regarding it was an accident, right? And the majority of people, and I'm showing you some of the comments now, they wasn't feeling it. I'm gonna tell you now, over on TikTok, they're a little bit harsher. I feel like YouTube is more of a crowd, older crowd, aunties and uncles, on certain sides of YouTube where they're more empathetic, sympathetic. They want to kind of hear the whole story. Over there on TikTok, they make their decision and that's it. That's all. They done. Now, not all the comments were like, Production full of shit. It wasn't, the majority, I'm going to say was, that I showed. But, some people weren't. That's just the way it is. Everybody has their own opinion. You have your own opinion about what happened. You have your own opinion about me and my coverage of the story. That's not going to change anything. Reactors that react to my videos and have their own reaction, that's not going to change anything. I'm going to move the way I move, the way I want to move with this situation, this incident, this tragedy, this heartbreaking incident the way I want to move. And that's just it, and that's all. I'm not a liar. I don't need clout. This platform is not my income at all. I am a social media content creator, and my goal is to teach mental health and to make more awareness about mental health. This is a tragic story. I preach prevention. Prevention. We can't save none of this, right? Had there been some prevention prior to that incident, we wouldn't be here today. Toxic relationships should not be celebrated. We see toxic relationships being celebrated all throughout social media all the time. You break up, you get back together. There's physical violence. There's mental abuse. All of that, verbal abuse. We see it. And then we see people get back together or whatever the case is, and it's not addressed. I preach and I talk about and I teach about prevention. I wish there could have been preventative measures that stop this from happening. But we can't change what has happened. It is what it is. All we can do is prevent another couple from ending up like this. This is horrible. I don't know how many times I gotta say it. Some people just want to, fuck it. He did it. You have your whole mind made on what that looks like, what happened, your opinion about production. That's fine. You can do that. I have my opinion. I have my thoughts about it. I'm going to move the way I want to move. And it has nothing to do with clout chasing, building a channel. None of that. I move the way I want to move because that's how I'm moving. That's it, and that's all. Am I sharing every little detail about what is going, what's happening? 100% not. Anybody can use the jail, ATM, whatever the hell that app is, and reach out to anybody in these United States that is in jail. If I wanted to reach out to Diddy right now, I could. If I wanted to reach out to R. Kelly, I could. If I wanted to reach out, whoever is in jail, if I want to reach out to them, I can reach out to them. It's 50 cents per email. Anybody can do it. Now, if they going to respond to you, I don't know. They might. They might. So that's it. I know I was kind of all over the place, but those are the things I really wanted to address. The people who say, boo, he's lying. And then also, the content creators that are making videos off of my content and not saying it came from Psychology Eats. I wouldn't do that to you. If I knew I took your video and I'm making content off of it, I'm going to say, first of all, I don't use other people's videos. But even their overall content and material, I'm going to say, I got this off of so-and-so's channel. That's just the right thing to do. But with that being said, I bid you all farewell. Comment down below.
Guess what? I got a sale with me. And hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. And hit that little bell.
Subscribe. Say subscribe to Psychology Eats.
Subscribe to Cowboy Eats.
Not Cowboy.